So today I am pretty sure you are going to watch me really struggling. We're going to have a go at the December Champion Tournament. This one pays big credits if you can place in the top three. There's the pot for this one. It is far more likely that we will lose 200 credits, so a couple of dollars to make myself look like an idiot. Now, looking at these scores, I think this is Merion set up on 14 or even 14 and a half speed greens. Now with those hard pins, it is practically impossible. So this will be an excellent one for those of you who wanted some help with putting and to think about how we might tackle this beast. I'd be very surprised if this is on anything less than 14s. Master Hacker won the virtual US Open earlier this year. He is one of the best in the game. If this was on 13s or anything like that, I would have an excellent chance of beating that. So I think what is far more likely is that it's in terrible condition. I mean, there's some very, very good players on that leaderboard, none of which have broken 60. So that's Merion's a par 70. Yeah, I think this is just desperately difficult conditions. So let's go. So no point doing anything too clever on the first here, just hit it down the fairway. That's perfect. Now this one, the trick here is not to be long. Long is not good here. There's a good chance it will want to spin back at us if we're not careful as well. So we put a little bit of extra topspin on that. No heartbeat, that is not good here. Don't be long. That actually, we might not have got the heartbeat there, but that is pretty much perfect. Part of the thing with putting is not starting in stupid place. If you start up here, this is just a very, very difficult, nasty downhill putt, and it is on 14s. This should be fun today, actually. Merion should not be played to these back pins, the hard pins on 14s. That is someone who doesn't know what they're doing setting that up, I think. But anyway, it should be explains the scores. So this one, it looks like it goes quite a bit right to left at the start. I don't want to miss it. I don't want it to just dive off over there, which it might do, right? Let's just whack this one and give it a good smash. Okay. It's a fiddly hole successfully navigated. Now, we did have a club tournament set up in similar conditions, which is partly me preparing for this. And I kept getting headwinds on this hole. I didn't get a tailwind once. Some desperate winds. So I didn't get to practice this shot at all. Now you're better off, I mean, it's not a bad wind this. The crosswind for the approach shot is actually quite nice. You're better off missing this slightly left than slightly right. if you hit it right there and get the heartbeat, that would be... Oh, this could be very good. Turn left, turn left. Oh, it just kept going, didn't it? Forgetting that we're on the 14s and it's just gonna run like Billy-O. Okay, we'll take that. We will take that. I played the 14s at Chambers Bay yesterday, and something I'd never seen before happened on the 4th. I think what I thought was, there's a line there. If you go past the hole, it looks like it's gonna turn back and run straight in the hole. It normally runs very, very close on 13s. It ran sort of 30 feet away. It just sort of picked up pace and kept going. So, I mean, basically the rule on 14s is just play more break, and it's obviously a bit faster than 13s. So. This is just going to need touching. Just a little worried it'll go at the start, and then once it's started, it's not going to stop. Yeah, I think it's gonna want to just move. How much of that is really this? Yeah, it is going that way. Okay, let's go there and hope for the best. Good start. Mixed feelings on this one. The headwind is most definitely a good thing. It allows us to get a little bit of extra elevation and stop on the ball. The right to left wind is not so good. All of the big trouble that you must stay away from is on the right. That looks like about a 75% wind. So we're going to have to add somewhere in the region of about 24 for the elevation and the wind, which would get us up to 280 yards. I think today, I mean, anything short of here is just going to run back down the slope. Anything up here is likely to do one of two things. It's either going to run all the way back down and leave me a good chance of the bird, or it's going to stay up here and leave just your worst nightmare. But I kind of think it'll help us out today. Clearly it does. Get in. Ooh, that'll do. That was a bonus. A good wind here too. What have we done to deserve this? No, ooh, good Lord, that nearly went in the rough. Oh, that's tempting. That is tempting, isn't it? That is tempting. $14. I'm going to get about 14 of elevation, maybe a little bit less, call it 13,269. And with that wind, it's going to be about the same. 5.5, oh my goodness. I think we can get at the front, you know. I think we can get at the front. If we go in the bunker, it's not the end of the world. I'd have loved to have got the heartbeat there. Oh no! That never happens when the pin's up there. Oh, good God. Oh, I've never once had that happen when the pin's up there. I mean, that's in real eagle country for the back pin. Damn. Oh my goodness, what is this going to do? Got greedy and got punished. Down 28. Oh, down 27. You need to deduct a 1 for the WGT, telling you a big fat lie about the elevation. Well, this is, we've got the forum post on fast greens, and we talk about putting down the side of your bathtub. This is it. This is exactly what it's like. I mean, to get this one anywhere near, it's going to be a minor miracle, isn't it? I mean, if we assume it rolls at a 14 pace, which it won't, it'll be much faster than that. It's about 34. If we assume it rolls at about a 17 pace, it'll be about 28. Let's have a more helpful scale. There we go. I think we might fast forward this one. Wow, that was a lot of break, wasn't it? Not bad, not bad. I've left ourselves a sensible one, didn't leave it, didn't put off the green or anything. Trouble with these ones at Merion is they just go, you see them going all over the place. Wants to go right to left at the start, and there's bits going left to right. I'll probably learn nothing at all off this view. Sort of down at the bottom of the dip here, right? I think overall it's pretty straight. Anything else is just reading too much into it.
Solid putt.
Got away with being a greedy boy for the second shot there. Now, back pin. This is what it's all about on 14s. This is going to be comedy golf. If we make a par here, we will pick up a shot on the field. So the trick with this one, I mean, you can't get close to this. It's impossible to get close, I'm sure, unless it goes in the hole or something silly. Anywhere long is absolutely, totally impossible. You have no chance at all, absolutely no chance at all. Green slopes really sharply this way. So the place to leave it is actually in this bit here. If it rolls off the green, which it probably will do on 14s, that is probably okay. There's a chance we'd be chipping up here and chipping down all day. But I think leaving it in this sort of area is the place to be. Up here, he cannot leave it up the top. So we have to just try and land it in this area here. It's a good wind left to right. That will help us to do that a little bit. So we're going to play this about 200, 203 for the elevation. It looks like it's a little bit downwind. Take off a bit. Bit about there. Shouldn't reach with that. You see we haven't got the heartbeat, but that's fine. It's cutting into the bank. That should hold it up slightly. And please don't stay there. No, that's probably going to end up okay. About where we wanted it. Okay, big putt this one. We need to get this close, otherwise it's going to leave us with a smaller version of the same putt. And on 13 greens, when you've got the ratio of feet to inches of slope is about 1 to 2 like this, 13 plays about like an 11. So I think we can reasonably assume a 14 will play like about an 11 and a half. And we're going to have to hit it with an off ding against this slope to just try and calm the slope a bit. Now, where's this going to go? Stay there. Just stop. Please stop. Don't go all the way down the green. That will do. We will take that all day long. Tricky one left, though. We're going to ram this. We need more break than that. There's no doubt about that. That's probably about right.
Solid putt.
Phew, a big sigh of relief. That has gained us a shot on the field. There's no doubt about that. Come out of that hole with a bit of mojo in our step. There will be a lot of players coming off that with a double bogey.
That's in the garden spot.
Having not done an awful lot wrong. They've just got in the wrong place. Right, that's not a good wind, is it? That's going to leave us... Oh dear. That's not going to leave us a nice distance. And I think that's about a 75% wind again. It's probably an 80, but I'd rather err on the side of being short here. 15 for the wind, 7 for the elevation, but then we're going to have to take off a bit of run. Again, we're going to go nowhere near this. If we go in with with a big club, it's just going to shoot over here. We're going to have no chance at all of getting close from over there. That is going to be a despicable putt. You have to put it in this area here. Not really. Ideally, beyond here gets a bit. It's a bit problematic, and it will certainly be problematic on 14s. This is the area to be in, where you've got almost a straight uphill putt. That's where we want to be. So we can aim at the flag, but it'll sort of trundle down this way. So we'll land at about 202 into that sort of area there. We're not going for the flag. 202 plus 7 for the elevation, 15, 22, 2, 2, 4. Yeah, didn't hope. Now just stay there, boy. That is perfect. That is, if I may say so myself, smart course management. And again, we'll probably pick us up a few shots on the field. This is actually a half a chance to make this, but we need to be careful. If we miss it, there's a chance it misses and kind of rolls all the way back down there again, which would not make us very happy. .8. I can see the arrow just to the left of the it's coming down. So at the end it looks pretty straight uphill, a little bit right to left. But then possibly by the hole it's going a little bit left to right again. Overall, that looks like it's going a bit right to left, yeah. So I think we hit it over there. Okay, 31.8 times 8 over. Again, it's the one in 2, 10 over, or 11 for the elevation over 21. I think we can reasonably assume 11.5 is the speed that this is going to run at. 22. Give it a little bit extra. Oh, you beauty. You beauty. Okay, that was some very, very, very difficult holes navigated.
That's in the garden spot.
Okay, 3 for the elevation, 88. 3 for the wind. It's about a 50% wind, that. 88. And about 5 over there. I'd rather be a little bit right than left here. You can hold this. You can hold this slightly right, slightly long. Is very holdable indeed. So 85, 88. I don't want to be long. Long is the place that you cannot afford to be here. So I'm going to go and add only going to add 1.5 for the wind. So we're going to try and hit this about 89.5. Which is about there. Yep, safely below the hole. We don't want to be messing with tricky, nasty diving putts on 14s. Is it greedy to wish I'd not taken that extra yard or so off there? Yeah, it is greedy. Just give this a bit extra attention. Just need to be careful on the 14s that you don't give it enough respect. Um, 13 for the elevation, about 10 or so for roll as well. 22, and the wind is going to push it on another sort of 20, so it could be 40 yards to 65. Just bang it up there.
That's in the garden spot.
No point being too greedy there, trying to get too close to the end. I've only got a lob wedge anyway. It's about three and a half for the elevation, so for the wind, and best part of 2 for the elevation. Let's call that 5 in total. This is the place to be over there. I'll aim a little further to the left just to allow for that. About 57. Oh, no heartbeat. Could be going to spin crazy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that landed right next to the hole. Oh, we could have done with that. Okay, it's left a reasonable putt though. Worry I'm not playing enough break here. But it's uphill. It's uphill, we're going to be giving it a good smash.
Solid putt.
Have the courage of your convictions sometimes when you're pretty sure. Nice wind. It's helping us in from right to left, and it also means we can hit an iron, which is most definitely helpful. So it's about 10 of wind, about 10 of wind, about 13 of elevation, 23,218, which is a lovely distance for this. Should go about 219. It's likely to come back if we go past the pin as well. Yeah, there's a lot of room to the right. You don't want to be taking big risks on this one. I'm just going to stop there. That looks like it's going slightly more right to left than upwards. Yeah, I think this is good. It is good. Ooh, a little slippery one. A little slippery one. Downhill, they always turn more than up the hill. One of the reasons we like to leave uphill putts on the really quick greens. Have I given this enough here? Have I given this enough? You can see it moving. Want to move a lot at the start. That is always dangerous. Can push it offline and it will can never recover. Yeah. I think that's okay, you know. Only just, but we will take it. That is a very good front nine. I'm very happy with that. Now, I need to be a bit careful here. This is showing us the wind up the fairway route. I'm pretty sure it's not showing us the wind at the green. So if we go to putt view, oh behave, it's not going to show us. I thought it might have shown us nicely the predicament here. Nevertheless, I think that is a slight headwind and is definitely pushing the ball across. Now, here is a bad place to be. You can get some nasty lies in there, 50s, 60s and the likes, and you've no way of stopping it on 14s. You're going to end up over here. This is a nice big fat part of green. It is not necessarily the easiest putt to hole, but it is nevertheless a putt that you can hole. And that therefore this is sort of my target area, is into this zone. If it runs through, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's a reasonably easy chip. I would expect to get that close, certainly up and down. Yeah, that is where our head's at now. You'll notice we're aiming close to that bloody tree. That can be a bit scary, but yeah. Okay, full pelt with this. It's missed the tree. It looks like it's going to land on the green. Thump. Yep, safely done. We've not taken any dirty risks there. We've played effectively for the birdie with possible eagle in mind. This might be quick. If we assume this plays at 14, it's 16.8. I think that is optimistic. It's going right left at the start. You can see it coming back left to right at the very end there. We'll have a look later to see where that goes. Now, if we assume this works as a 17, it's going to be 13.8, 16.8, 13.8. Somewhere between those two is my guess. So the dominant slope to me looks like that slope near the golfer up there. It's going to push it right to left, and then it's only going to come back sort of about this much at the end. So I think we've got to hit it over here somewhere. Push it out there and then bring it back. I'm a little worried that it seems to be moving. A little worried I'm playing too much break there. It starts to move back from about there. I like that. I like that line. 16.8, 13.8. What is it, the end of the world if we go 3 foot past? Let's go 16. Oh, where is that going? Where is that going? Okay, that's a little bit disappointing, but we will take the birdie. We didn't take any risk. Played that sensibly. Now, this is a one, I mean, particularly with this wind. You'll see a lot of people have a go at this. They won't get there. They'll end up in here, or more likely in here or here. And it's just a difficult shot that's... I just don't see the point. I don't see the point at all. So we will not try and do that. 276 less 12 for the elevation, 264. I might run on a bit, 260. And about 20, a little bit over 20 for the wind. So take a bit off this. That'll do. About 85, which is wonderful for that. Got away with a big push there. It's a useful extra shot to have in the armoury, knowing how far your punches go. Saves you having to hit an awkward distance, sort of 85 yards with a 85% wedge is just a bit more tricky. Okay, so another devilish green coming up here. Back pin would be nice, yeah. Right, don't get greedy. No point trying to flirt with the corner and hitting the trees. That's just a stupid thing to do. Like that. All you need to do is hit the fairway. Four for the elevation, one for the wind, possibly two for the wind. 140, 141, 142, possibly 143. So we will just take a little bit of spin off this one. That's about that. Probably a bit left. I tugged that a bit. Yeah. Slippery putt, this one. Right, we will not be upset with ourselves if we miss this one. This is very tricky indeed. I know it's only 6 feet, but this is horrific. How does that feel? Doesn't feel like enough. How does that feel? Feels like I might have a chance. Fuck no. Yeah, I knew as soon as we missed left there that was likely to happen. Just check there's no lumpy bumps in the way. No, that should be okay. Unfortunate, but I think that putt was pretty much impossible. Okay, I think this is a full top. Full top punch. Yeah. That's unfortunate to have left another tricky one, but again, don't get greedy with these. Patience is a virtue at this point. Patience, patience. Don't be greedy. was a scary one. We had to make that. So, you're better off missing this slightly left than slightly right. Slightly left will feed in. It's a nice wind. I much prefer a headwind here than a tailwind. Tailwind, it's exceptionally difficult to stop it with the green so far above you. So look, 187 plus 9 for the elevation, 196. Then that is probably... that is probably about an 8 wind, which takes us to 204. It's going to be a lot easier to see it from over here. I suspect it'll run on a little bit as well. It just does. So that's a slightly awkward distance. Let's take off a little bit to allow for a fraction of run in there. No heartbeat. Don't think it's going to be that bad though. A little bit big. Must have misjudged the wind. Fast one. A very fast one. I would love to hold this. Is that enough? It's just going to be set off and it's going to be touched and roll off to the side. Is it enough? Don't think it is. That feels better. Okay, let's do that. Damn, I wish I hadn't moved it back a bit. Good try though. Good try. We did what we intended. Just check there's not much break on this one before we just blast it. Yeah, it's pretty straight around. There's a little bit of left to right. Certainly don't want to be giving the whole away, I don't think. That's a shame. But now we get another difficult hole. That's a good wind. That is undoubtedly a good wind. And the pin is over on the right. I can't pretend I'm not delighted about that, because the one on the left is almost unplayable with the 14 green. I wasn't looking forward to that at all. We don't have to look forward to it. Okay, about five or six for the elevation. 93.5. One for the wind, slight headwind. 94.5, 94, something like that. I should do. Right, D4. That should be almost straight up the hill, which is good. Not quite straight up the hill, is it? It's a little bit bendy, but a lot better than the other way. Not playing too much there. See, from there it looks like it wants to dive right across. From there that looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go. That'll do nicely. I need to make a bird here. $297 less 12 for the elevation, $285. That might be a slight tailwind as well. That is the point at which we do not want to be further than. Yeah, I think we just play this one cautiously. There's no point being too aggressive here. It'd be silly to put it in the rough. There's just no need. $141 before we take into account the wind. Now, what's that going to do? Feels like about a 4 for the wind. 41 less 4, 137. I'm comfortable with that. And it is probably going to be about 10. That'll be 10.5. There we go. 137. This flies 142. 96.5%. That's about 95. There we go. Ooh, I only just made it over that hill. I was a little bit short. It's going to move a little bit left to right. Not a lot. Just worried about that first dot. Is that? No, it's not moving it that much. Happy with that. Just give it a bang. Good birdie. Now the Devil's Hole. And it's a pin I'm not as used to actually, but it's a lot easier pin than the other one, so we will be thankful for small mercies. 6 of elevation, 242. Zip that down. Now, is this a... looks like it may be wanting to be a slight tailwind there. Let's see if we can get a look from behind the green. I mean, it definitely looks like a headwind from there. That is worrying, but it's also pointing in a strange direction, that camera. It is pointing out over, I mean, the golf is in the sort of under the 248 there, so it's looking the wrong way. So I'm going to ignore that view. That is, I think, an unhelpful view. I think it's just a straight crosswind. So... no heartbeat. That is very disappointing. I thought that would have been nice with a ding. A little short. Must have been... we've just misjudged the wind a bit there. It was probably a direct cross or a slight headwind rather than a slight tail. Don't mind. You get those that you just get a bit unlucky with from time to time. Um, 21.2 times 8 over, probably about 12, 14.13. So how much break? Remembering it's uphill, let's just be... So you see the WGT lie there, -1, that's obviously flat, then it climbs, good little gold what's it doing there? It sort of climbs gently up to here. That does not feel enough break. That might be enough break. Considering we're going up such a big hill. I feel like I want to give it a hair more, but do I? Do I want to give it a hair more? See, that big slope is actually not, that's not in play. That is to the right of the cup. It's only when it gets to the right of the cup it's doing that. I'm going to give it a little bit extra. There we go. There we go. Right, it is about there. Pulled it as well. Damn! Damn. I just pulled it. There's a lesson there. If you are not sure, you have to commit to something. I didn't really commit to that. I misdinged it. It might have missed anyway, of course. But there I'm left looking a little bit silly. Difficult hole though, that. Par there's not the end of the world. Or on here for that matter. This is also, especially with a wind like that where you're hitting a full melt with a 3-wood. I mean, we can't get anywhere near this, so I think we just have to accept in our mind that it is a par. It's about as good as we can do, which is a shame because we're on a pretty decent score there. The wind is going to play, we're going to get about, that's about an 80% wind, right? Maybe a little bit more. It's going to be about 20 times, maybe about 16 wind. 254, 253. Let's just keep away from this. We don't want to be in here. There's no point taking a big risk with the 3-wood. I just bang it over there, I think. Just no point taking a huge risk. That's a pretty good shot, I think. Yeah, we'll take that. Right, come on. Good putt to finish. Good putt to finish. This is pretty makeable for this green. This is, it's uphill, it's not too bendy. Just a little bit worried again I'm not playing enough break here. From there I think that's good. I'm just going to play this. I'm going to play this just as it is. Just a missed ding. Oh, we've wasted a good chance there to really put a marker down. Well, I suppose anything that's 3 shots better than Master Hacker is putting a mark down. I'm pretty pleased with that. That is clearly my best full 18 on Merion, because I don't usually play 18. So, yeah, personal best. Yeah, I hope that was useful. 29 back 9 and a very good front 9, right? The eagle on the second, getting out of holes 5 and 6 with a par and a birdie. Undoubtedly picked up shots on the field. That's where we made our score on that. Back 9 was pretty average, to be honest. Driving, we hit the fairways, which is important at Merion. Average distance to pin, a lot of that deliberate. Didn't have any sand saves or scrambling about to do, which is always good. Total distance of putts made 104 feet. That's actually pretty good. and putts per hole average 1.39 on 14s at Merion. I think we've got to be pleased with that. The ding stats, yeah, I'm a bit like that on the iPad. I tend to miss ding a little bit late. There's a slight delay on the iPad. At least that's what I blame it on, rather than my reaction speed. Believe what you will. Let's go and have a look at how that fares. I still start sort of struggling to believe that these guys were struggling so badly to shoot a score there, but yeah, the 14 greens at Merion is just vicious. It really is just a vicious set of greens. We are the top of the leaderboard by 3 shots, which obviously I'm delighted with. It was a bit of a shame we couldn't have made one of those putts late on. A few on the back nine we let go. We could have probably 54 is probably about the best we could have done there. But yeah, happy with that. Hopefully that stands up for one of those credit pots at least. I mean, even third at 10,000 credits is at $100. That would be good. Hope that was useful. Hope you watched me struggle with enjoyment. And thank you for watching.